Hi everyone and welcome back to Cowboy Survival. I'm Richard, and what we're going to do today is take a look at Holtzman knives. I've got several of them that I own. I absolutely love these things, and I think you're going to like them too. It's a very high-end knife. It's a really meaty knife that feels good in your hand, and so we're going to talk about the different aspects of it. Hey, if you like this video today, make sure and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button down below, and click that notification bell so that you'll know when we have new videos come out. So with that, let's just get into the Holtzman knife review. So I've got 4 of these knives I'm going to show you today, and I like them all. They're all different in certain ways, and we're going to start with 2 of the full-size knives, and then we're going to move to 2 smaller knives that can be used as neck knives. So the first one I've got for you is what's referred to as the Holtzman Silverback. That's a really meaty knife. Comes in a really nice high-end package, and you'll see that in more detail when we get into the Bloodline. But this is a knife that comes with a kidex sheath. It comes with a ferro rod. They all seem to come with these ferro rods. That's, I guess, one of the signatures of Holtzman. This one's kind of tight, and they come with various tightness. And of course, if you heat up the kidex, you can tighten that up or loosen it. Nice ferro rod. They spark well. I put them in here, and then when I put them in, I take this little piece here and I extend it over the bottom, and it locks it in. It also comes with a striker, has the little Holtzman gorilla emblem on it, and so that is nice, and it just fits right in the front of the kidex. If you don't like that, you can always remove it and take it off of the sheath, I guess. It also comes with a belt clip that's adjustable, and it actually has in the box some spacers so you can adjust it to the size of your belt. Nice little item to have. Now the knife itself, oh, by the way, it also has a leather strap on it. So if you wanted to bring this over here to sort of a safety strap to keep that thing in, it's not going to pop out on you accidentally, you can do that. So I generally don't use that. This is the knife I keep in my overnight get-home bag. Really nice little knife to keep in there. Now, this knife, it comes out of the box very sharp, has a drop point here. It's really, really nicely shaped, nicely ground, thick, full tang on the knife. You can baton with this knife really easily, does that well. Like I said, it comes out of the package extremely sharp. The silverback is a D2 steel. I don't know if you can see that on the blade right in here. It says D2 steel right there. I like the G10 handle on it. It's got some, you see these kind of patterns on a lot of knives, but I really like it. It's got a nice finger choil right here. It doesn't have any chimping or anything on the back of the blade. It's very smooth. You can use that back of the blade on a ferro rod. It's nice and square and steel, so it works. But it doesn't have anything to put your thumb on there, any chimping or anything on the blade. So, but that's okay. I like this knife. Again, it's very hefty. It's weighty in your hand, and it fits my hand extremely well. If you're a really large-handed man, I don't know how well this would work. I don't have particularly large hands. My hands are good for playing guitar, terrible for playing piano. So this knife, it goes into that sheath really nicely and solidly, and it doesn't come out real easy. Shakes up and down to come out, but you put a little pressure, pops right out. So I like that knife. Let's take a look at the other full-size knife that I've got here, and it is what they call the Bloodline. So again, it comes in all these knives come in really nice, well thought out, high-end packaging. So it's got a little magnet on the front. You flip it up, and it's got this piece of paper it comes with. Talks about how to care for the knife. It also has this foam in here to protect in the packaging. You can take that out and do whatever you want to with it. I keep it. But this is how it comes packaged. Really, really nice, really professional. Usually these knives are in little plastic coverings. I have lost those or thrown those away. The knife itself comes right out. Again, very sharp right out of the box. I've done the paper test with these. Paper test works just fine. They can slice right through anything. The blade on this knife is shaped a little bit differently than the blade on the silverback. You see that the point is ground slightly different. This is more of a true drop point. This one's got this little ground edge up here. In addition, you'll notice that the Bloodline has some chimping right along here, along the edge of the handle, right up at the top. You can see that right there. This blade, instead of a D2, is a 10 Was it 1095 high carbon steel? You can see that right there. So it's a little bit different kind of steel, and it's black as opposed to pure silver. The handle is pretty much the same, feels the same in my hand. Got the nice finger choil right here for you to use, so I like that as well. I like this knife a lot. Feels good in my hand. This knife goes in my 3-day get home bag. Comes with a kidex sheath and a belt clip, just like the other one does. That goes right in there. It's got the leather keeper right here if you want to use that. Again, I tend not to use those, but you can use them if you want. Also comes with the ferro rod that goes in. Again, I always extend that little elastic down the bottom, and it comes with the striker that goes right in here. And again, I suppose you could remove that striker plate if you didn't want to carry that with you. There is a version of this, it's called the industrial version, that all it has is the knife and the sheath, doesn't come with the fire starter. It's about $10 cheaper. This knife is available right now on Amazon for about $119. The Bloodline is available on Amazon for about $99. The Bloodline is on sale right now for about half price. This one is on sale for about, I don't know, about 60, 70%. And instead of half price, it's more like about, it's more like, I think, about $70 off instead of $100 off. This one right now is a better buy than this one. I don't know if I'd like to live on the difference. These two knives are very, very similar, and I think that either one would be an excellent purchase, and you'd like them. They weigh the same. They're shaped very similar. The blades are very similar. I don't know if there's a whole lot of difference between them. So again, very high-end packaging. They put a lot of thought into it. I will tell you that the customer service for Holtzman is excellent. Anytime I've called them, they've been extremely responsive and have gotten back to me very, very quickly. What I want to show you next is get into a couple of smaller knives. These are like neck knife size. So this is the Holtzman Mini Bloodline. So it's very similar to the Bloodline knife. Only it's a neck knife size. So that's this knife. The blade is very similar. The grind is almost the same as on this one. But this is a silver blade. That's a black blade. They both have the orange liners on them, so that makes them both the Bloodline. The knives, you can see the one's much bigger than the other, but that's because one is meant to be carried differently than the other one. This knife comes with a neck knife kidex sheath, and of course the ferro rod. They all come with the ferro rod. This one, the initial ferro rod was very loose, but then I realized if you just extend that elastic over there, you've locked that thing in, it's not going to come out. So the way this works, you take this, you just hang it over your neck. I'm going to put this knife in here. Now, I tend to do this so the blade is away from where I'm going to pull. I don't like pulling with the blade toward me. Now, this, by the way, also has a pocket clip on it. I don't generally use pocket clips, but I don't care if it's on there because, again, this is a neck knife. It's not one I'm going to put on my belt or my pocket. If you do put it on your belt, you can't pull it. You have to ease it out because it'll pull right off of your pocket. But I will take this knife and I will hang it generally this way around my neck. Oops, knocked my glasses off there. And then when I want to pull this knife, I'll just grab it and just pull, and it pull right out. Now, it does tend to loosen a little bit over time. When you first get them, they're really stiff, really hard to get out of there. It has to be in there very firm and very solid, so it doesn't just fall out while you're walking around with it. A lot of people don't like wearing knives around their necks. I get that. I keep this in my bag that I carry back, my sling bag that I carry back and forth to work because it's small and not so heavy. But if I need to get this knife, I can just pull it out really quick. I don't wear this to work, of course, but it is in my bag anytime I need it, and I can grab it and put it over my neck and walk around with it if I was walking on my way home. The handle's a little small, but I'm not using this as a weapon. I'm not using this generally to baton with. This is a little utility knife that I can use if I have a need for one when I'm coming home or for other purposes. So that's a really nice little knife. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to get into talking about a knife that Holtzman sent me that I really like. And so let's just get into this next knife. This knife is really different. Comes in a little bit bigger box. It's kind of between a neck knife and a fixed blade that you carry on your waist. In fact, this blade comes with both a lanyard for your neck, and it comes with a belt clip that you can put on your belt, which is kind of unique and interesting. This is called the Tracker Mini. This is really a cool little knife. As you can see, it's got a blade on it that would be really appropriate for skinning small game. It comes razor sharp. I don't use this knife. Holtzman sent me this knife. I'm not sure why they sent it to me. I just got it in the mail one day, and I guess it's because I'd been talking to them, working with them, and they sent me this knife. I told them I'd do videos, and they didn't ask me to do a video on it, but they sent it to me, and I kind of think this is a cool knife. The shape is really unique and different, and I think again, this one is the sharpest blade I have ever taken out of a box anywhere. That's why I keep the protector on it, because this blade is ridiculous. It's so sharp. This blade, by the way, will go right into the kidex sheath that it comes with, because they all come with a kidex sheath, right? And you just take that and it'll just push right into that kidex sheath, no problem, and it'll pull out just like the other one. It's a little stiff. I haven't used this one much. And this one also comes with the obligatory ferro rod, though it does not come with a striker. And then it comes with the pocket clip if you should choose to add this to your knife and use it that way. I don't generally like the pocket clip on it, the pocket carry. I would carry this knife around my neck if I was going to carry it. And I think if you were going to be doing any small game skinning with it, that would be the most convenient way to carry this knife. So this is one, again, I don't really use it. I've got it. As you can tell, I really haven't unpackaged everything. Here's the package with little screws in it. It comes also with a little Allen wrench. All these come with a little Allen wrench so that you can screw and unscrew what you need to do on that thing. Again, this knife, I tend to keep the blade protector on. This blade came oiled. So it's still got oil on it. Again, I have not used this knife at all, but I really, really like it, and I kind of just keep it just because I think it's just a cool knife. But that's a really neat item. That knife sells for about $69. The mini tracker sells about $69 on Amazon. This knife is going to be available, the small neck knife, for about $25 to $30 on Amazon, depending on what day you happen to go to Amazon. Again, the Bloodline is on Amazon here right before Christmas of '24 for $99, which is half price. This one is on sale normally about $180. It's on sale right now for $120 on Amazon just before Christmas 2024. It may or may not go up. So I'm going to leave in the description, I'll leave the Amazon links as well as the links to the to Holtzman knives, so you can see both of these on both sites. You may decide to buy something off of Amazon, or you may decide to buy something off of Holtzman. Either way, I think a purchase of one of these knives is really cool. So I like these knives. They come high-end, packaged really nicely. They're made in America as far as I know. Yeah, no, it says it's made in China. Okay, so I thought it was an American knife. It says it's made in China. But I really like the way they package it. I like the way they present it. It comes in this nice gift box. The customer service is out of this world. The knives themselves are really high quality steel. This knife was $10.95 high carbon. The others are all D2 steel. I just really like this product. So get you one, see what you think, and I think you'll really enjoy it as well. So with that, remember what we always say. Stay strong, stay prepared, have a blessed day, and we'll see you real soon right here on